In the vast, interconnected tapestry of modern life, a quiet despair often hides in plain sight. It's the ache of unfulfilled desire, the gnawing feeling of being invisible, unwanted, perpetually alone. It's a silence that screams louder than any crowd. For some, this isn't a temporary phase, but a persistent, overwhelming reality. A life devoid of romantic or sexual intimacy, despite a profound yearning for it. This condition has a name: involuntary celibacy, and from its quiet origins, a controversial and often dangerous subculture has emerged, known by a single loaded term: incels. But who are the involuntarily celibate? What drives them? And how did a term born of a simple need, or connection, morph into a label associated with misogyny, resentment, and even violence? Tonight, we delve into the complex, often tragic world of involuntary celibacy to understand its roots, its evolution, and its profound impact. The word incel didn't always carry the sinister connotations it does today. Its origin is far more innocent, even compassionate. In the late 1990s, a Canadian woman named Alana, then in her 20s, struggled with her own lack of romantic and sexual experience. Feeling isolated, she created an online forum. She called it Alana's Involuntary Celibacy Project. Its purpose was simple: a safe space for anyone, male or female, gay or straight, who was involuntarily celibate, to share their experiences, offer support, and feel less alone. It was a community built on shared vulnerability. For years, this project served its intended purpose. It was a testament to the universal human need for connection and understanding. But as the internet grew, so did the potential for communities to splinter, evolve, and sometimes to darken. The term incel began to detach from its original, inclusive context. At its heart, involuntary celibacy is a state of being. It describes individuals who genuinely desire a romantic or sexual relationship but are unable to find one, despite their efforts. This is disconnected from chosen celibacy, where an individual consciously abstains, or temporary singleness, which is a transient state most people experience. The experience of involuntary celibacy is often profound and deeply painful. It can manifest as chronic loneliness, feelings of rejection, low self-esteem, and a sense of being fundamentally flawed or undesirable. Societal pressures exacerbate these feelings. From a young age, media and culture bombard us with images of romance and partnership as the ultimate markers of happiness and success. To be excluded from this fundamental human experience can feel like a personal failure, a betrayal by life itself. For many, this struggle is private, endured in silence. They seek help, try to improve themselves, or simply cope with their reality. But for others, the internet offered a different kind of refuge, one that, over time, would transform the very meaning of incel. The shift from a supportive project to a radicalized subculture began in the anonymous corners of the internet. As more men, frustrated by their lack of success in dating, found these forums, the narrative began to change. The focus narrowed, and the discussions grew more bitter. Here, shared frustration curdled into resentment. The term incel was reappropriated, becoming a self-identifier for a specific online community, predominantly male, who developed a distinct ideology. They began to attribute their involuntary celibacy not to individual circumstances or societal complexities, but to a perceived injustice rooted in genetics, appearance, and what they saw as the inherent superficiality of women. Key concepts emerged: lookism, the belief that physical attractiveness dictates social value; chads and stasis, the archetypes of attractive, sexually successful men and women; and the most pervasive, the black pill. The black pill posits that for those deemed unattractive, there is no hope. It's a fatalistic worldview that denies agency and encourages victimhood, fostering deep-seated misogyny and anger towards women, who are often blamed for their perceived lack of choice. This created a powerful echo chamber, where shared grievances were amplified and hateful ideologies reinforced, leading many down a path of radicalization. The journey into involuntary celibacy, and sometimes into the incel subculture, is rarely singular. A confluence of psychological and sociological factors often plays a role. On the psychological front, many individuals struggling with involuntary celibacy may also grapple with mental health challenges. Depression, anxiety disorders, social phobia, or body dysmorphia can significantly impair one's ability to initiate or maintain social connections, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of isolation and rejection. The internet, while offering a sense of belonging, can also exacerbate these issues by providing a platform for negative rumination. Sociologically, the landscape of modern dating has shifted dramatically. The rise of dating apps, while offering broader reach, has also been criticized for fostering a more superficial, appearance-driven culture. Economic factors, too, can play a role, with studies linking financial instability to reduced dating success. Furthermore, many incel ideologies often misinterpret or distort concepts from evolutionary psychology, using them to justify their fatalistic and misogynistic views. They twist ideas about sexual selection and hypergamy to claim that women are inherently driven only by superficial traits, thus absolving themselves of any personal responsibility. This complex interplay of internal struggles and external pressures creates fertile ground for alienation, making the rigid, often hateful doctrines of the incel subculture seem like a coherent explanation for their pain. While most involuntarily celibate individuals pose no threat, the radicalized incel subculture has unfortunately been linked to real-world violence. The glorification of revenge against women and society has, in tragic instances, spilled over from online forums into horrific acts of terrorism. These acts are the extreme manifestation of a corrosive ideology, nurtured in the digital manosphere, a broader network of online communities that promote misogynistic, anti-feminist, and often extremist views. Within this echo chamber, hate speech is normalized, and empathy is systematically eroded. The consequences extend beyond violence. The incel ideology traps individuals in a destructive cycle of resentment, self-pity, and social isolation. It prevents them from addressing underlying issues, from seeking genuine help, and from developing the social and emotional skills necessary for healthy relationships. This constant immersion in negativity and victimhood creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, making it easy and harder to break free from the very state they despise. The human cost of this alienation is immense, both for the individuals caught within its grip and for the society that struggles to understand and address it. Understanding the phenomenon of involuntary celibacy requires distinguishing between the pain of loneliness and the radicalized ideology that has co-opted the term. For those genuinely struggling with involuntary celibacy, paths to change and connection do exist. Addressing underlying mental health issues through therapy, developing social skills, and focusing on self-improvement for personal well-being, not just for external validation, are crucial first steps. Building genuine connections, even platonic ones, can break the cycle of isolation. For society, the challenge lies in fostering empathy and understanding for the deep-seated loneliness that can push individuals towards extremist communities. It means investing in mental health support, promoting healthy masculinity, and challenging the toxic narratives that breed resentment and hate. De-radicalization efforts, though complex, are also vital, aiming to pull individuals back from the brink of harmful ideologies by offering alternative perspectives and support. It's about recognizing the human being behind the label without excusing the harm caused by the ideology. Ultimately, addressing involuntary celibacy means recognizing that the desire for connection is universal, and that no one should be left feeling utterly alone or without hope. From a simple online support group to a dangerous online subculture, the journey of the incel phenomenon is a stark reminder of the internet's power to both connect and divide. It highlights the profound pain of loneliness, the complexities of human desire, and the terrifying potential for resentment to fester in isolation. While the term incel has become synonymous with a hateful ideology, we must remember that involuntary celibacy itself is a human experience, often marked by profound suffering. Our challenge is to understand the roots of this suffering, to offer pathways to genuine connection and healing, and to actively dismantle the narratives of hate that exploit vulnerability. Because in a world increasingly connected yet paradoxically isolated, the fight against loneliness and the ideologies it can breed is a fight for the very fabric of our shared humanity. To truly understand is the first step towards a more empathetic and ultimately safer world for us all. Thank you for watching our video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We value your thoughts greatly. Let us know in the comments.